Y'all, so Manosphere Highlights Daily posted a video and the thumbnail caught my attention. It says she fails to grasp why men keep ghosting her.
Oh my God!
Let us take a listen, y'all. Let us.
So you meet this woman, 30 years old, single, not bad looking. Conversation flows, numbers exchanged. Since we're in the social media era, she doesn't just give you her number. Nah, she hands over the full package. WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, even TikTok. Naturally, you check her out. Scrolling through TikTok, you notice, wow, she posts a lot. And then it clicks. She's not just posting random content. She's telling stories about men. Many men.
Chelsea Man. What happened with Pilot Man? The Email Man as well. Mango Man. Hallmark Man, like 2.0. Because if Hallmark Man or Ohio Man come back.
Look what she got.
He belongs to the streets.
One by one, she's giving them nicknames, like she's assembling some kind of Chad Vengers initiative.
You think you're the only superhero in the world? Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe.
Except, these guys aren't saving the world. They are all disappearing from her life, like they've been snapped away by Thanos.
Got him!
And he literally sat on my couch and looked me in the face and told me that like he would never ghost me.
Leaving her confused, frustrated, and most importantly, still single.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, tell him.
This is pure gold! Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today we dive into the woman who went viral for complaining about her dating life. Wow. So viral, she even landed a spot on national TV.
Wow. No, like this sucks. Like I'm sad. Like I want love and I deserve it.
But here's the kicker. Her own TikTok proves why men, especially the high value man she wants, won't commit to her. We're gonna break this down in 3 chapters. Chapter 1, the Mango Man Chronicles, Inside the Female Mind. Chapter 2, the Emo Man, why men keep Ryan at arm's length. Chapter 3, Ohio Man's Escape Plan, the Chad Vengers Report. Let's dive in.
Ain't that a man?
Real quick, let me put my 2 cents in here real quick. How much y'all want to bet that even after she went on that talk show, she's still not self-aware?
No.
You are the common denominator in all that situation, but yet you're going to point finger and think men are the problem. But let's continue.
And I know I put on my story last night that I was trying to come up with a nickname for him. So we will call him Mango Man because just is fitting. I wanted to call him Bucket Hat Man or just like Bucket Hat because...
Yo, I mean, wait, first of all, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to pause it this soon. But can you imagine you go on a date with a girl and you're feeling her and you think it's going somewhere and then you get on TikTok and saw a video of her posting and telling the world about the date?
When I first saw him, he was wearing a bucket hat at Mango Deck and I was like locked in.
Bucket Hat Man, Mango Man, doesn't matter what nickname you get. If you're on her roster, you're officially part of the Chad Vengers initiative. All right, let's get into the Mango Man saga and break down exactly how Ryan is self-sabotaging. All while thinking she's just sharing a fun little story. We're gonna let her talk for 2 minutes.
No
so brace yourselves and watch for the red flags.
Red flag when nothing know, red flag when I don't see it.
Which was so much fun. And then right next door was Mango Deck, which I don't think I can ever show my face there again. Like, first of all, every time I turned around, someone was pouring a shot down my throat.
Red flag.
Okay, we're fine. So yeah, that was just a crazy silly goose time and we were meeting some fun guys and hanging out with them. And truthfully, I don't remember too much of it.
Red flag.
Finally, we decided to go back to the Airbnb and like chill before we went to Bagatelle for dinner. And apparently, I like woke up the next day. Apparently, I had given my phone number out to some people.
Red flag.
And one of them is one of the guys I met at Mango Deck. Like honestly, it's crazy because I saw him first. Like he was on stage doing a lap dance competition when I got there. So I literally said to my friends, I was like, he's so hot. Like I hope he's not married. Like so many other men that were hitting on us. But anyway, but yeah, he's literally trying to like fly me out to California and be his wedding date in a couple weeks to a wedding, and I'm just like, I must have left a good impression, because there's no way I was like my best self when we met. And he was like, you gave my buddy a lap dance.
Red flag.
And I was sold. Which is just so funny. And so now, like, all my friends keep laughing. They're like, can you imagine, like, if this goes somewhere? Like, your story is so funny. Like, you met at Mango Deck. Like, we literally found love in a hopeless place.
Breakdown time. Here's what we just learned. She got drunk. She doesn't remember what she did, even though she was hanging out with multiple guys. She handed out her number left and right. Out of all of them, she's only talking about Mango Man. And most importantly, she's got zero hesitation sharing this online. And yet, she wonders why she's still single. But wait.
No, that part. Wait, before he continues, that part. Have no hesitation for sharing her information online. Ladies, you don't realize how that makes you look. You have no privacy, no boundaries, no nothing. You just put your business out there. What man is going to wife a woman who just put the business out there like that?
No.
Desperate for validation from strangers, because that's what it is. When you are constantly posting and telling your stories online, you want validation from people you don't even know. It screams how insecure you are. But that's just my 2 cents. Let him continue.
It gets better.
But anyway, we'll see. I'm not getting attached. It's just a fun little thing. But he is really cute.
Huge red flag. She flat out says she's not looking for attachment. And yet, Mango Man is the one she's getting ready to have a FaceTime date with. Why? Because he was the highest value man in the room. The Chad that stood out from the rest. And for women like Ryan, it's not about the relationship. It's about the experience of landing a high status man, even for a moment. Men see this and think, massive red flag. Women see this and think, feel good Kool-Aid. This isn't about dating, it's about validation. Notice how she's literally putting on makeup while telling this story. Why? Because her audience isn't here for relationship advice. They're here for entertainment, social cues, and emotional reinforcement. This isn't about love. It's about making herself the main character. Her stories, her attention, her entertainment.
Of course.
Mango Man wasn't the only guy she met that night, but he's the one she's making a spectacle of. Why? Because he had the most value. That's why she doesn't mind him blowing up her phone. Now let's compare.
Wait, real quick before we get into this part, I need a highlight. Notice she said that she's not looking for anything serious, but then at the same time she's on talk show complaining about her dating life. You're getting pump and dump. That's exactly what you're looking for. Nothing serious, just pump and dump. That's exactly what you're getting. So why are you complaining?
Use your common sense.
But let's continue. It says, hold on. It says, when the person I'm not interested in sends me a good morning. Wow. Yeah.
Yes, Robert. What do you want now? More money, a check, a car, my soul?
Boom. See the difference? Ryan knows how to reject men. So when she lets Mango Man chase her, that's calculated. She values his attention because she knows other women value it. And this is where women like Ryan completely miss the mark. They're not looking for commitment. They're looking for experiences. That's why these TikToks aren't about love or relationships. They're about her validation, her audience, her entertainment, solipsism at its finest. But Ryan, let me ask you something. What happens when men stop playing along? When the Chad Ventures retire from your roster? Then
And
what?
start ghosting you.
I do see a lot of potential with him, and I have a lot of strong feelings for him.
Dang, she don't have no shame. She ain't got no shame tree. Just coming out here talking about her personal business like that. Talking about all, like, dang, y'all are built different. Ugh.
At the end of the day, I don't think he's capable of prioritizing me in the way that I need him to. Last night, for example, so he drove from Texas, like he was driving for 30 hours basically, and like I get that he was exhausted and just wanted to get home. But you would think, since I'm on the way home, you would try and see me or like something. And that just wasn't the case.
You're not
basically
worth it.
just passed my exit and kept going.
You're not worth it.
And I just don't understand that.
This man was driving 30 hours and he's going to stop for somebody who posted their information on social media, post their business on TikTok. Where's the self-awareness?
You in 3 weeks. you'd think for someone who wants to give this a real shot and basically asked me to like be exclusive with them and like all these things, you would think someone who asks that, you would miss me and like want to see me. But I guess just silly me for thinking that. Like, is he just content with being like my virtual reality? Because that doesn't work for me. Enough of the aspects of my life are virtual. Like, I want a real man in real life.
Ryan is genuinely confused. She cannot comprehend why a man she's seeing doesn't prioritize her. But let me tell you something. This isn't just an email man issue. This is a Ryan issue. Back in your blue pill days, you probably used to wonder why some of the most attractive women you knew had ex-boyfriends who barely wanted to spend time with them. Then, through experience, you realize something crucial. Most women are boring. And worse, some women are exhausting to be around. Ryan, she falls into the exhausting category.
Yeah. And I would agree on that part. I would agree that Ryan seems exhausting because the simple fact that she's coming on TikTok to share her personal business, like randomly, she vets into TikTok as if TikTok is her therapist. She is exhausting. Like, come on now.
Constantly needs attention, and not just from any man.
Yes.
No, it has to be from a high value man. Email man, pilot man. These guys are Chat Ventures initiative level. They are not your everyday, desperate, attention-starved dudes.
Yeah.
They have options. So, if you're an ambitious man with a reputation to protect, the last thing you need is a woman who publicly airs her personal life on TikTok.
Exactly. Ooh,
You don't want to wake up one day, open your phone, and find out you've just been given a ridiculous nickname and broadcasted to thousands of followers. And besides that, after grinding all day, the last thing you want is to come home to more work, entertaining an energy-draining woman who demands your constant validation. You want peace of mind. And trust me, if Ryan was peace of mind, email man wouldn't be dodging her for 3 weeks straight. And it's not just him. Check this out.
And it's giving like Hallmark man, like 2.0. Like, it's giving saying one thing, but not being able to act on it. Like,
oh, look, Hallmark man has
The lack
entered the
of
chat.
self-awareness
Another
is
high-value
wild.
guy. Same pattern. These men will hook up with her, but they refuse to commit. And the fact that she still doesn't realize that the common denominator in all these stories is herself, that's the
what I'm
biggest
saying.
red flag of them all. But what if I told you?
Wait, I'm so sorry. The biggest red flag is the lack of self-awareness. Like, after a certain while, you're not stopping and saying, wait, like, is it me? Like, my main thing with this young lady is she's telling her business to TikTok, and that is a huge red flag because, as the content creator said, any little thing in their relationship, any little problem, guess where it's going? And no man, especially a man of value, a man who has something to lose, a man who has to care about his reputation, is not going to tolerate somebody who is addicted to TikTok. And a lot of these women are addicted to TikTok. It's wild.
She does know she's the problem. That's right. Ryan let something slip in a now deleted TikTok that gives away everything. And trust me, it sums up this entire situation perfectly. Stay tuned.
Everyone wants an update. Everyone's been waiting for the As Promised Part 3.
As you can see, people are following her. Women are in the comments asking for updates on the Chat Vengers she's been dating. They're fully invested in the soap opera, living vicariously through her. And one of our own subscribers at Marky Mark and Jay has been following her journey ever since her viral moment. But instead of sipping that feel-good Kool-Aid, he did something most people refuse to do. He watched with a critical eye. His mission to answer one simple question. Is it them or is it her? And let me tell you, he struck gold. Janice, read.
MHD, I found Ryan Spencer's TikTok soon after Better Bachelor featured her last year, and I started following her. I've seen every TikTok of hers since mid-May of last year, and many she made before then. That is to say, I have a good idea of who she is and what she's about. She's had good opportunities to find someone, yet they don't stick around. I'll give just 2 examples. There was one guy who she calls Ohio Man, who ended things with her last summer. She was set up with him via mutual friends. She was never exclusive with Ohio Man, but they were seeing one another regularly, and things seemed to be headed that way. Then, she took a 3-week vacation to Europe with her cousin, and this is what caused things to go off the rails with Ohio Man. I'll explain. Now, to those who say that Ohio Man should have said no to girls' trips, there were 2 flies in the ointment there. One was that Ryan and her cousin, Isabella, planned the vacation in March, long before Ryan met Ohio Man. 2, they weren't exclusive yet. Which begs the question, how can one set boundaries with someone you're just getting to know? I think that Ohio Man answered that by flying the coop. Why do I think Ohio Man flew the coop? There are two reasons. One was that, while in Europe, Ryan posted a TikTok about being on the dating apps and setting them for wherever they were. If I were a guy dating her and I saw that, I wouldn't be amused.
He belongs to the streets.
By the way,
I mean, are you serious? Wow.
she ended up taking that one down. The second reason was that, even though Ryan's TikToks portrayed her and her cousin swimming and going sightseeing, Isabella's were a lot more revealing. Bella's TikToks showed them getting drunk, going to clubs, etc. Since Ryan reposted some of Bella's TikToks, it wouldn't have been any problem for Ohio Man to look at her TikToks too. When he saw Bella's TikToks of their European girls' trip, I think he hit the eject button. Ryan, of course, took no accountability. She basically blamed Ohio Man for the failure of that nascent relationship.
Of course.
Ryan has made other TikToks talking about her multiple situationships. One, with a pilot whom she nicknamed Pilot Man, she described as a one-week stand. Those are her words, not mine.
What happened with Pilot Man? We basically just started hooking up. It was like a 1 week stand, if you will.
She had another situationship with a guy she calls Hallmark Man. She's had other situationships too. In other words, she's used up and ran through. She made a TikTok a few weeks ago where she bristled at the thought of people asking her about her body count. And she said, "That's none of your business." Again, those are her words, not mine. No serious guy is going to want her. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Ryan Spencer, the guest on the Tamron Hall show. I found her TikTok last year, and I've been following her ever since mid-May. I've seen every TikTok she's made since then, and I've seen many she made before then. She's had opportunities, but she can't convert them. She can't secure the relationship she says she wants. Based on my observations, she's her own worst enemy. But she can't take the accountability to realize that. Those are my thoughts.
Marky Mark.
Man, I feel... do I feel bad for her? But you get what I'm saying? It's like, my girl, at 30, you need to do better. Do better.
This breakdown is a masterclass in why men need to vet women before they date them. Imagine being Ohio Man. Imagine seeing the woman you're dating openly document her reckless behavior online. And the wildest part, she's not hiding it. She's showing you exactly who she is. So if you ignore the
So imagine what she hiding. If she's coming out here to tell the world about her sex life, imagine what she's hiding. Imagine the darkest secrets that she's embarrassed by. If she's not embarrassed by this, imagine how bad the things are that she is embarrassed by. Lord of His mercy.
flashing red lights. If you still decide to pursue a woman like this, you deserve every single headache that's coming your way.
I don't know. I just the theme of my life for the last couple of years has just been that I feel really unlovable, and he's not really doing a good job at making me feel otherwise. So,
fellas, stay sharp, stay focused, and as always, management, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.
I like this channel, man. I rate this channel. Y'all, the ghetto. Because homegirl does not realize how much of a disgrace she is to herself, and it sucks to see, because she desires marriage. She wants a man to take her seriously, but no man in their right mind is going to take her seriously. The only kind of man that she's going to get is a simp, and she don't want a simp. She want the top 10 kind of man. She want the man that, as the content creator had said, that other women want too. Now, a kind of man like that, no, he has option. Why the hell is he going to settle for a woman who belongs to the streets? And I've asked this question in previous videos. The kind of man you want, does he want you? Are you someone he's going to be proud of to say, yeah, that's my woman, that's my girl? Think about these things. And it's no shade or anything. It's for you to be self-aware enough to know why you're getting your results. And if they're undesirable results, then change. But honestly, we live in a society where it's so common to blame men, just point the finger at men and blame men. It's men's fault. None of these women are even willing to self-reflect and ask the hard questions so they can see better. They think that men should change. Hear how wild it is, y'all. They think that men need to accept their 304 behavior instead of them just stop being a 304. Y'all, this is why men are leaving. And this is why I support them leaving.
Get to the chopper!
Of course, the full video is linked in the description box below. Go check out this video of when I reacted to women are upset that men aren't approaching. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, y'all.